I'm being honest. It makes it more difficult to do.
Y'all, it looks like Donald J. Trump is coming for Diddy, and this time, he is making sure there is no escape route. After a jaw-dropping twist in Diddy's already explosive legal nightmare, insiders are claiming Trump is quietly urging the court to throw the book at him. We are talking about the kind of sentence that could lock Diddy away for decades, maybe even for life. And according to those close to the situation, this is not just about punishing Diddy. This is about sending a loud public message after what allegedly went down behind closed doors between these two. The whispers say things are already in motion. In fact, what Judge Aaron just told Diddy and his lawyers has them in full panic mode. Trump has now taken a public sledgehammer to Diddy's defense, and the way he did it has everybody talking. After almost 2 years of lawsuits, disturbing allegations, and constant headlines, Trump has made it very clear that he is not here to save Diddy. Forget all those rumors about a presidential pardon. That is off the table. Not only has Trump dismissed the idea entirely, but he has gone out of his way to make sure everyone knows whatever friendship they once had is over. The reason behind the shift is messy. What really pushed Trump over the edge, according to insiders, was learning that Diddy allegedly didn't have his back during last year's election. Instead of supporting him, Diddy was said to be talking down on him behind the scenes. Trump reportedly saw that as a personal betrayal, especially given their friendly history. And that was the moment any remaining loyalty between them snapped.
On Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory.
When asked in an interview about the possibility of a pardon, Trump was blunt. He said he had been friendly with Diddy in the past, thought he was a nice guy, but that once he ran for office, Diddy made some terrible statements about him. He admitted that made it much harder to consider helping him now.
I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great, and seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile. And then you run for office, and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know. It's more difficult. It makes it more. I'm being honest. It makes it more difficult to do.
And the receipts are there. Back in 2017, Diddy flat out said in an interview that black people do not care about Trump because they are in the same messed up position they have always been in. Then in 2020, during an interview with Charlemagne the God, Diddy doubled down and called removing Trump from office the #1 priority.
Number one priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have the responsibility and really should be scared to death of this man.
That definitely aged badly, because now Trump is allegedly urging Judge Aaron to hit Diddy with the maximum sentence possible for his convictions. For context, Diddy was found guilty on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law that makes it illegal to transport anyone across state lines for unlawful sexual activity. Each count carries up to 10 years behind bars. That means Diddy is staring down the possibility of 20 years in prison. Before Trump's alleged involvement, legal experts were predicting a much lighter outcome because Diddy is a first-time offender and has already served significant time in custody. Many thought he might get probation or time served. But with Trump allegedly pushing for the harshest punishment, those predictions may have gone up in smoke. Diddy's legal team has been scrambling. Reports say they have been working overtime to secure a presidential pardon. The problem is the public is not on their side. A petition urging Trump not to pardon Diddy has already gathered more than 11,000 signatures. And now it seems Judge Aaron is taking Trump's comments seriously. Just days ago, Diddy's lawyers filed their 5th request for bail. For the first time in months, there was a glimmer of hope he might be released before sentencing. But the judge denied it again, ordering Diddy to remain behind bars. Even after Diddy offered a $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion, Judge Aaron was not swayed. He wrote that the court must find clear and convincing evidence that the defendant is not likely to flee or pose a danger to the community. He concluded that Diddy posed both a flight risk and a danger. In a last-ditch effort, Diddy's lawyers filed a motion to either throw out the guilty verdicts or grant a new trial, arguing that his case was unprecedented and involved only consenting adults. But insiders say it is highly unlikely the judge will grant it, especially now. The wildest part is that just a few weeks ago, Diddy's team was feeling confident, convinced that a pardon was practically in the bag. That confidence has now flipped into desperation, and the history between Trump and Diddy makes it even juicier. These two go way back. long before the scandals, before Bad Boy Records, when Diddy was still Puff Daddy and they were moving in the same flashy circles. Trump himself once said he would always stick up for Diddy, calling him a good friend.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
In fact, during the trial, when asked about Diddy's legal mess, Trump hinted that a pardon might be possible. At the time, rumors swirled that Diddy's team was holding quiet meetings, making big money moves, and possibly even arranging political donations to sweeten the deal. Allegedly, the plan was to roll out a few celebrity pardons first, get the public comfortable, and then slide Diddy's name into the mix. And the timing did raise eyebrows.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well.
In recent months, Trump has pardoned NBA youngboy for weapons charges, reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley for fraud and tax evasion, and even issued a blanket pardon for the January 6th rioters. Insiders say that behind the scenes, Diddy was cooperating with federal investigators, allegedly offering dirt on big names in exchange for leniency. Oprah, Gayle King, Ellen, and even high-profile political figures were reportedly mentioned. But here is where the plot twists. Some claim Diddy was also sitting on scandalous information about Trump himself, allegedly tied to the infamous Epstein list. Earlier this month, Elon Musk shook the internet by tweeting that Trump was on those files, calling it the real reason they had not been released. He later deleted the tweet, but screenshots were everywhere. Trump denied the allegation, calling it old news and insisting he had not been friendly with Epstein for nearly 2 decades before his death. If Diddy was trying to use that alleged information as leverage, it appears to have backfired spectacularly. Instead of getting a pardon, he is now facing the possibility of the maximum sentence. The once powerful music mogul who thought he could outmaneuver the system is watching his empire crumble in real time. The pardon dream is dead, the judge is locked in on the harshest punishment, and the walls are closing in fast. What was supposed to be Diddy's big play for freedom has blown up. Instead of walking out like a free man, he could be spending the next 20 years in a prison jumpsuit. And if nothing changes, this will not just be another celebrity scandal. It will be remembered as the moment Diddy's story ended behind bars. And trust me, this story is far from over. If you want to keep up with every shocking update, the behind-the-scenes moves, and the fallout from this feud between Trump and Diddy, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Because when two egos this big go to war, the drama does not fade quietly. It explodes.